just a second, ladies and gentlemen. Because for some reason, YouTube is being a butthead with not letting me see my own stream. Come on, YouTube, what are you doing? Alright, welcome back, Wigglings. I am the expert, the master of disaster, the one and only voice here, so that we call Strolla, and we are finally back with Yu-Gi-Oh! After all of this time. The last time we talked about Yu-Gi-Oh! Was way back in May. Yes, it's been that long since May. I was trying to pick what music to play. I decided just to go with Digimon music because I don't have any Yu-Gi-Oh! Music. Actually, you know what? Hold on. You know what? I don't know if this is gonna work, but wait just a second. You know what? I'm not gonna bother with it. I'm not gonna bother with it. What, you don't want to hear Bakura's theme? You don't want to hear that terrible theme for the song for the game? I was going to play the Forbidden Memories track, but I don't have Forbidden Memories on hand. Anyways, we are here with Strike of Neos, so why don't we dive into this, shall we? So, what do we have here? 2100, 805 star, so 1 tribute, Earth Warrior. You can only control one of these guys. If you control a 6 samurai monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card in your possession is destroyed by the opponent's card effect, target 1 6 samurai monster in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. So, I could see a loop here. I can see a loop. If you're running a 6 samurai deck, which I believe you can, then you could just loop the Grandmaster back in your hand. If it's destroyed by a card effect. So if you have Grandmaster in the graveyard already, and this one on the field is destroyed by, like, say, a Raigeki or something, then you can just grab the other one and just infinitely special summon it as long as you have a 6 samurai on the field. That's actually really good. Or, you know, you can just tribute it. You can do that too. But like, hey, I'm gonna like snag steal your monster and I'm gonna tribute it for a Grandmaster. This is a very solid warrior. And also, it's at 800 defense, so you can just get it in your hand easily. It's Earth. A lot of warriors are Earth, so it gets boosted by Gaia power. And I think, no, you can't get this with reinforcements of the army. But I think you could get with the warrior returning alive, right? If you really wanted to. There's a lot of ways of just getting that guy back in your hand. Teamwork Warwolf. The hell am I looking at here? I don't know what I'm looking at. It's weird. Oh wow, it's a 2004 star. Oh. Is this where we start going 2000 attack instead of 1900 attack? I mean, we had some 2000 attacks in the past, but they were just... Normally, you had some kind of effect on them, like a Dark Elf and whatnot. This one is just straight up 100 attacks stronger than most of the other monsters you had in the game, like Gemini Elf, I don't know if Force Raider was around before this, Spear Dragon, etc, etc. So this is just a very strong card. It's also Earth and a Beast Warrior, so you know, that's actually scary. Frostosaurus. Isn't this the dinosaur from Cold Wave? a what? It's a 1 tribute for 2600 attack? Okay, so we're just making things a little bit stronger now. Okay. So this replaces your Summon Skull as your base 1 tribute strong monster. Okay. I mean, at this point, 2600 1 tribute might not be enough anyways. But this is good for a water deck. I don't know if it's good for it's still good for a dinosaur deck. It's a 2600 1 tribute dinosaur, but like, for a water deck, this is pretty solid. That's not bad. Spiral Serpent. 2900 huge tribute. Yeah, local limit area B, a gravity guy were around. That is true. This one I'm not super into. Like, if you're gonna be a huge tribute monster, you better have a good effect on you. If you're just a normal monster that's huge tributes, I don't think that's really worth it. Unless you have some kind of, stuff that works around you, like, say, Dark Magician or Blue Eyes. This guy, I don't feel like is really worth it at all. Like, even with, the legendary Ocean. You are better off running Monarchs. I mean, the Dino... Oh, it's an ultimate... No, it's a rare. So, I mean, it's still a decent monster if you can't get a Monarch. Neo-Spacian Air Hummingbird. This is silly looking. 800, 600, 3-star Wind Wing Beast. Once per turn, you can gain 5 life points for each card in your opponent's hand. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. This isn't as good as the White Wizard Pecorin or whatever it was called. It was a 1200 attack 3-star where you gain 800 life points for every monster on your side of the field. Neo-Spacian, yeah. Like, this isn't really worth using, I feel. Neo-Spacian Grand Mole. 900, 300, 3-star Rock Earth. At the start of the game itself, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can return both the opponent's monster and this card. I mean... Limited 3 in the speed duel. What, there's more than 3 cards, 3 copies of a card you can have in speed duel? This card is interesting. It's kind of like a weaker version of, actually, I don't know if I would say if it's a weaker version of, I was gonna say it's a weaker version of Penguin Knight, but honestly, this is a reusable Penguin Knight. You summon it, you attack with it, and get something off the field that you don't want. It's not terrible by any means, but like, you also constantly... I mean, here's the thing. If your opponent cannot summon anything more than 1 monster at turn, you're just, locking down their field constantly, especially if they only have 1 monster that they have on the field at a time. So this, in a way, is almost Yanagarasu-esque. Almost Yanagarasu-esque. Gnomod, that sounds like a plant. It is a plant. 300, 900, 3-star light plant. If this card acts or is active, your opponent draws 1 card and shows it based on its type. If it's a monster, enter battle phase. If it's a spell, if this card is attacking, you can change it in a direct attack. If it's a trap, this card goes to defend. It probably has something to do with the monster effect. Because unless you beef it up with a spell, it's like not gonna be very strong. Um... I'm not seeing it unless I'm blind. I'm not seeing it unless I'm blind. Yeah, I don't see anything about it. Uh-oh. Cassette Samurai. Here's Cassette Samurai guy. Yaichi. 1300, 800 3-star Water Warrior. Non-Earth. Interesting. Once per turn you can target one set spell trap card. Destroy that target. You must control the face of Samurai with a different name to activate and resolve this effect. This card cannot declare an act during this turn this effect is activated. If this card would be destroyed, you can destroy another face-up Samurai monster you control instead. That's actually very scary. Especially if you're able to get... And it's a warrior, and warriors are pretty easy to get out, I feel. Especially if you use, like Marauding Captains and stuff like that. Your parent with, like, Marauding Captains and other stuff that gets warriors in the field super fast, that gets really scary. And, like, you don't really need to worry about hacking with this guy. Why would you ever hack with him? Use to play Murasame? Yeah. I forget what Murasame does. So what's Kamon do? 1500 1000 3-star Fire Warrior. Once per turn, you can target... Oh, this does the same thing as the other guy. Do all of the samurais have the same effect? No. So those two have the same effects. This is 1500 3-star Earth Warrior. While you control the face-up samurai monster with a different name, this card can attack your opponent directly. They all have that same last effect there. That's kind of scary, not gonna lie. Especially if you beef him up and make him immune. So give this guy the Murasame, give him that one card that lets you double attack. And other effects, and yeah. And United Withstand. Give him United Withstand. That's all you need to do. Give this guy United Withstand. They are kind of concerning. I think they're all different elements, too, which is weird. Like, this one's a win. 1400 700 4-star win. Why you... Okay, so this can act twice during each battle phase. Ooh, that's actually scary. The thing I'm noticing, though, is their attack power is generally not super high. They're generally pretty low, like below 1500. Which is a little bit of a concern if you don't have a way of, protecting them. Which I'm assuming you have a way of protecting them. The low attack power seems a little bit concerning. And then there's this guy, who's at 1800. Never mind. At the end of the damage step, if this card to act, destroy the monster this card to act. Oh. Oh, it's an 800 attack. Disgusting. So this guy just, oh, I attacked a monster, it didn't kill it, they're gonna die. That's actually very scary. Like, you can make him, whack something on your turn that you don't want to. Like, oh, it's a Jinzo. I'm gonna whack Jinzo. Sure, I'll take 600 damage, but Jinzo's gonna die at the end of this attack. That's not bad. What's Iroh go to Iroh? It's a 1700 1200 4-star Dark. If this card attack face down defense monster, just ew. Okay. So does it flip the monster? It is VTuberEN. It literally is VTuberEN. Does it flip the monster, or does it just not activate the effect? It doesn't say. Normally it says if it activates the effect or not. If it doesn't activate the effect, that's very disgusting, not gonna lie. I mean, either which way, just outright destroying the face-down defense monster is pretty strong. But if it negates, it doesn't say it negates the effect, though. It just says it destroys that monster. It's like Nobleman. Okay, so it just doesn't activate the effect. Okay, what does Zatsudan do? 2500, 2400, 2-star Fire Warrior. Okay, you better be good for 2 tributes. If you control 2 more face up 6... Oh. You can special summon this guy from your hand if you control 2 of them. Ew! Your opponent can only activate 1 spell trap card each turn? Ew! Okay. That's disgusting. That's actually very disgusting. Bro, that is really, really disgusting to deal with. Oh my god. And it's not really that hard to get out, because if you're running 6 samurais, you got like a whole bunch of guys that you can just throw out. I can throw this guy out for free. Cien's Foot Soldier. What is this goofy looking dude? 700, 300, 2-star Warrior Earth. When this card is destroyed by battle sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 level 3 or lower 6 samurai monster from your deck. There you go. You just throw this guy out there, and you're gonna get a 6 samurai out. Yeah, you get them both out. And this helps you get a 6 samurai out very quickly, assuming you know you're not getting swarmed yourself. Sage of Silence. Ooh la la. Lovely lady. 1400, 1000, 4-star Spellcaster Light. If this card destroys an opponent's monster for battle, your opponent cannot activate spell cards during the next turn. That's scary, especially if you can make her strong enough to destroy a monster. That's actually very, very scary. Oh god. So, you smack something with her and destroy it, and, well, usually you'd be using her to smack a face-down monster, more than likely. That's disgusting, though. You just make them unable to activate spell cards, and I'm assuming Sage of Stillness is going to be for traps. Yup. Same thing, but for trap cards. You pair them both together, that's pretty disgusting. Rain Buens, Overlord of Dark World. 2500, 1800, 7-star Dark Fiend. Okay, so you better have a good effect. If this card is discarded from your hand in your graveyard or by your opponent's card effect, special summon this card from your graveyard, okay? If summoned this way, destroy all monsters your opponent controls or all spell or traps taken. You. Okay. This guy is, that's disgusting. Especially if you know your opponent is running, discards. That is like the ultimate anti-discard card. Granted, you only get 3 copies of it in your deck, at best, but like, that's still pretty disgusting. Khaki. Oh no, not khaki. Not the khaki pants. Gorilla of Dark World. That sure is a gorilla. It reminds me of Alexander from Elden Ring. Just, you know, less pot-like and more, like... What does that face remind me of? I'm reminded of something from another game. Kind of reminds me of, Robert. Rockbart from, Xenoblade. Yeah, card destruction does trigger this. 300, 500, 2-star Dark Beam. If this card's discarded at the graveyard by a card, target one monster off the field, destroy. So it seems like the Dark World is all about if your opponent, if they get discarded from your hand. That seems very scary. Gren, Hisson of Dark World. It's Vegamon is very reactionary. 300, 500, 2-star Dark Fiend. So it's the same as the other guy, but it's for spell or trap cards. Okay. Fusion Devourer. That is absolutely terrifying. It's a behold. That's just a beholder, dude. That's literally just a beholder. 1400, 1200, 4-star Fiend Dark. If this card battles a Fusion monster, that Fusion monster's attack becomes 0 during the damage step only. I mean... How often is the opponent going to be using fusions, though? I mean, if you're running, like, E-Heroes and stuff, I guess, but, like, they were big at this point. Yeah, like, E-Heroes and D-Heroes and stuff. Cyberstein. Isn't Cyberstein banned at this point? I wouldn't be surprised if Cyberstein was banned long before this point. Electric Virus. 1000, 3-star Light Thunder. You can discard this card to graveyard and target one machine or dragon monster your opponent controls. Hate control can target he'll end phase. This is so specific that I highly doubt you're gonna get that much use of this card. Really? Cyber Dragon loves... Yeah, I think I remember that. Like, Electric Virus doesn't seem that great, and the best public play is gonna be for plants. Warrior or Spellcaster. I mean, Cyber Dragon is machine, and Cyber Dragon's very rampant, so that might be good. 1000, 3-star Earth Plant. And this is the same thing as the previous monster, but for Warrior Spellcaster. This is good. See, here's the thing. These two monsters are good to throw in, like, a side deck. So it's like, oh, okay, you're using a Warrior deck, or a Machine deck, or a bunch of Spellcasters. I'll put this in my side deck, just in case. Great Hit, again, it's only 3 cards, which I don't think is really worth putting in a side deck. Marionette Might. 1000, 3-star Dark Insect. Same thing for Fiend or Zombie. Okay, not bad. DD Crow. The DDs are back. Yagarasu has become a different dimension bird. 100... Wait, this is Yagarasu, isn't it? This is just Yagarasu, but mechanized. 100, 1-star Dark... Winged Beast. Quick Effect. Is this the first time that we've seen Quick Effect? I don't think we've ever seen a Quick Effect until now. You can discard this card at the graveyard, target one card in your opponent's graveyard, banish that target. I don't think we've ever seen anything with Quick Effect on it on a monster. Huh. But aren't you Yatagarasu? You're Yatagarasu, aren't you? You seem very Yatagarasu-esque. Silent Abyss. Yep. So it's a Silent Abyss. 2000, 1500, 7-star Water Reptile. Banishing was, yeah, because, like, you have to basically run cards to get cards back, and, like, it's so easy to just banish stuff at this point. When this card is destroyed by battle sent to the graveyard, destroy all face down and non-water monsters. Ooh. Oh. This is amazing for a water deck. Like, yeah, it's a huge tribute, but like, honestly, that's a very strong water monster. Wow. They came in basically every element, yeah. So this card, I think, is actually worth running in a water deck. Especially if you can special summon it. If you can special summon this guy, that's really strong. And if you feel like, okay, I'm getting swarmed, you can just make it run into a monster that, you know, is gonna destroy it. That's really disgusting. Okay, yeah, this card's very disgusting. That's a very good monster. And this is the same thing, but for fire. So there's your fire counterpart. And this is the earth counterpart. Are you also are they all reptiles? They're all reptiles. With the same stats. So this is for earth. This is gonna be for wind. That's a very interesting reptile. Not gonna lie. I like how they actually make these cards and then make it for each element. That is a hurl. I applaud them, honestly, for making one for each element. That's something they didn't do in the earlier sets, where there was stuff that was for, like, what they kind of did. But, like, sometimes you never got anything for the other elements that were, you know, kind of like this. Yeah, light and dark are always going to be, you know, the worst ones to deal with. That looks like an ant-like. Alien Psychic. 101 star Dark Reptile. This card just changed the defense position when it is normal summon or flip summon. Monsters with A counters cannot declare an attack. This is such a lame card. That's such a lame card. Lycanthrope. Yeah, that is, that's a Lycanthrope. 2400, 1800, 6 stars, Earth Beast Warrior Ritual. This card can only be ritual summoned with the ritual spell card, Synthesis spell. With this card, inflicts battle damage to your opponent, inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each normal monster in your graveyard. Interesting. Very interesting. Especially, yeah, I was gonna say, this is good if you're running a normal hype deck. But honestly, I still don't care much for rituals. Rituals are still kind of just Kukulane. Oh man, it's Kukulane. Everyone remember Ku? This is not the one for Fate though. 500, 1000, 4-star Light Warrior Ritual. It requires Emblem of Awakening. Once per turn, you can remove or play one normal monster from your graveyard. This card gains an attack equal to that normal monster's attack until the standby phase of your next turn. It just doesn't seem really worth running. Why would you do that? Why would you ever run this card? It just seems bad. Elemental Hero Air Neos. 2500, 2000, 7-star Wind Warrior fusion of Elemental Hero Neos and Neospatian Air Hummingbird. You cannot use Polymerization for this. You just send those guys in your deck. While your life points are lower than your opponent's, this card gains act equal to the difference. This card returns an extra deck during the oh god. Yeah, that's kind of disgusting, especially if you get a direct attack. That's kind of very disgusting. That's kind of really dumb. It says it's unlimited though, so you can just use it. Is it this one? I thought it was another one. I could have sworn there was another guy. Grand Neos, 2,500 2,000 7 stars Earth Warrior. Requires Neos like a mole. And then you send them back to your deck. Okay. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls, return that target to their hand. See, the thing about these guys is I don't like the fact that they return to the extra deck at the end of the turn. It just seems bad. It just seems really, really bad. I'm sure there's ways of dealing with that, but like, it just seems really bad. It doesn't exist. Wow, that's amazing. 2,500 2,000 sub-stars Light Warrior requires Neos and Moss. Once per turn during the end phase, return this card to extra deck. Once per turn during your main phase 1, you can target one face-up card your opponent controls to destroy that target. And if you do, apply this effect based on its type. Monster, this card cannot act this turn. Spell, this card can only act directly this turn. Trap, change this card to defense. Again, I'm not a big fan of these returning to the extra deck at the end of the turn. I'm really not. Ancient Rule. Normal spell. Special summon one level 5 or higher monster from your hand. Ooh. Wow. You mean they finally gave you something like this? Like, they never gave this to you, like, ever early in the series. That's not bad. I mean, at this point, you probably have a whole bunch of ways of special summoning level 5 or higher monsters, but, like, it's honestly not bad, really. Yeah, level 5 is, well, it says level 5 or higher, so if you wanted to, you can summon level 8. This would be good for, like, say, Blue Eyes or Dark Magician, if you're running those. Well, again, Blue Eyes or Dark Magician, this would be good with. Anything that, you know, runs a normal monster with our, effects. That's not bad for them. Dark World Dealing. Each player draws one card, and each player discards one card. You know, this card is kinda evil if your opponent has no cards in a hand. You just use this to make your opponent draw or discard a card. And it might be a card they really wanted. Yeah, you run this in Dark World. Run this with, like, Delinquent Duo. I don't know if Delinquent Duo's banned, it might be, but, like, if it's not, you just run this with Delinquent Duo. That's disgusting, dude. I have learned the power of Delinquent Duo for the games. I never knew Delinquent Duo was that strong. Neospores. Equip card. Equip only an elemental hero Neos. It gains 800 attack. When it destroys a monster by battle, it sends it to the graveyard. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original act of the destroyed monster in the graveyard. During the end phase, suffer this card in the deck. Yeah, it got banned for good reason. It was really strong. This card, like, I'm not sold on the E-heroes, guys. I'd have to see the E-heroes in action to be sold on them. Because they always send stuff back in the deck and it's just like, eh. It just doesn't seem that great of a deck type. It says Elemental Hero. That's an E-hero, isn't it? Is that not an E-hero, Elemental Hero? He's a Neospatian? Oh. Okay, never mind. Legendary Evan Steed. Oh, hey, it's like... It's just evil horse. Interesting. Equip card. Equip only a 6 samurai monster. It gains 200 attack and defense. If it will be destroyed, destroy this card instead. Huh. It's not a very strong attack defense boost, but the fact that it prevents the card from being destroyed is kind of okay. I don't know, I feel like you could run better cards than this in a samurai deck, maybe. Like, this is a card I'd have to test to see if it's actually good in a samurai deck. It sounds like it could be theoretically good, but like, you only get 3 copies of this, and it's not very high attack defense boost. When you could be running like Axe Despair and stuff. A Cell Scatterburst. Quick Play. Select one face-up alien monster you control, destroy or distribute new A counters equal to its level among your opponent's face-up monsters. Yeah. Garbage. Garbage. Whisker. Quick Play. Pay 500 life points, target one face-up spell trap on the field. Destroy that target. So this is basically Mystical Space Typhoon, but a little bit weaker because you have to pay to use this. I don't know, why would you ever use this over Mystical Space Typhoon? Like, I mean, I guess if you want extra Mystical Space Typhoons, they're all up near unsearchable reptiles with a bat, yeah. Like, unless Mystical Space Typhoon is limited or banned, yeah, I know it's a quick play, but so is it Mystical Space Typhoon. Like I said, this is just a slightly worse MST. Again, if you want like 6 copies of the same card, this is okay, but like, you're better off running Mystical Space Typhoon over this if you have to pick. Alright, Ritual. It might trigger damage effect, yeah. Okay, so this is his summon Lycanthrope. And this is his summon Kukulane. Give me just a second if you will. Have to go check something. So this here summon Kukulane, which meh. Okay, it's Ritual Art. This card's used to ritual summon any one ritual monster. Ah, so this lets you just use any ritual. So this is how you can use like 6 copies of the same ritual, huh? I mean, that's good if you're running rituals. It depends on the ritual, but like, you know, that's a nice thing to have. Card Trader. Continuous. What, Card Trader? Once per turn during your Scarecrow phase, you can shuffle 1 card from your hand and you can get draw 1 card. Oh, okay, it's Ritual Art. Gotcha. I mean, this card, I feel, can have some use. It can get you something that you really need on that turn by switching out a card that you don't need. So this card can have some use. How much use? I don't know. But I probably wouldn't really run this in my deck. I mean, you could try running this in a gambling deck. This is a gambling deck card. Xian's Castle of Mist. Draw Demise, pay 2,000 Nuki Higher Force. Oh. I see. Yikes. Continuous. When a 6 samurai monster is acting monster. Oh, this is really good for 6 samurais. Okay. I see why 6 samurais have low attack. That's actually kind of scary. And if you have like... Oh, this is a field card. Okay, yeah. It's a field card. Yeah, this is honestly really cool for a theme deck. This is how you do a theme deck. Or a field spell for a theme deck. That's really cool. Skyscraper 2. Hero City. Field for heroes, huh? Once per turn during your main phase, if you control this card, you can target one elemental hero monster in your graveyard that was destroyed by Valor's Centaur. Special summon that target. I mean, I'm still not sold on E-Heroes. This is cool and all, but I'm still not sold on E-Heroes. Yeah, to get Neo. Change of hero. Reflector Ray. I mean, yeah, a fuse, but like, I'm still not super sold on it. Trap card. When an elemental hero infuse monster you control is destroyed by Battle Center Graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original level times 300. That is scary. That is really scary. Especially if you do kind of like a 6. Like, most of the fusions are like 6 stars or higher. So at the very least, you're doing like 1,800 damage with one of these. That is really scary. Yikes. Hero Battle. A normal trap. With a set card, this destroys set in graveyard by your opponent's card effect. Shuffle this card to its owner's deck. And draw one card. That's not bad, honestly. It's basically a better fake trap. It's a better fake trap. It's a card that, unless, like, it's a good bait card, is what it is. It's for baiting the opponent to destroy it. It's not bad at all. Return of the 6 Samurai. Normal trap. Target one 6 samurai monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target. Destroy it during the end phase of his turn. That's not bad, because you can just do this, break a 6 samurai, probably break out a Grandmaster or a CN, depending on how many 6 samurais you have and all that. And then you could just be like, I'm gonna tribute that samurai I just summoned for someone else. Yeah. And then it's just like, yep, I got a whole bunch of stuff out. It's a very good card for a 6 samurai deck. Eliminating the League. Normal trap for Ojamas. Discard one spell that target one basic monster your opponent controls. Destroy that card, then look at your opponent's hand to send all cards of the hand with the same name as that destroyed card to the graveyard. Yeah, they are all warriors, I saw that. I mean, I feel like this isn't that great, personally. Like, yeah, it lets you destroy a monster, which is always good, but like, what are the odds of them having more than one of that monster in their hand that is of the same name? Unless it's like, okay, you have 6 samurai. Let's get rid of all your 6 samurais. It can be blocked by Fusion Blade. Ah. Flashbang. That looks more like a Void Bang, not a Flashbang. A normal trap. Activate only after damage calculation when the monster your opponent controls makes the correct attack. It is now the end phase of his turn. Simple as that. The turn's just over. That's a nice way of ending the turn. It's not like negate attack or anything, but like, it does just be like, nope, turn's over. That's That's not bad. It prevents you from outright dying sometimes. Here's a panic button. A transmigration prophecy. Normal trap. Target 2 cards at graveyard. Supplicals targets into the deck. I mean, it depends on the type of deck. Like, it depends on the type of deck you're running. Like, if you're running, like, say, 6 Samurai, and you have ways of getting 6 Samurai out, this could be good for that. Yeah, this is also for Dark World. Anti-fusion device. Destroy one face-up fusion monster off the field. Okay. Swift and right at the point. Ritual Sealing. Destroy one face-up ritual monster off the field. Okay. Yeah, it's anti-E-hero. And that's anti-ritual. Birthright. Continuous Trap. Activate this card by targeting one normal monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target in an active system. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster and vice versa. That's good for a normal monster deck, honestly. At this point, though, you're not really running that many normal monsters is the problem. Like, you're really not running that many normal monsters at this point. Earlier in the series, this would have been amazing. Like, okay, I used this to get Summon Skull. I used this to get Blue Eyes. I mean, you can still do that. It's called like a Haunted, basically, but for normal monsters. It's called like a Haunted, but for normal monsters. Swift Samurai Storm. Yeah, you can run normals at this point. You really can. Continuous Trap. Each turn after the first time a 6 Samurai monster you control battles, all 6 Samurai monsters you control gain 300 attack until the end of this turn. Oh god. Okay. Okay. That's kind of neat. Oh yeah, Hark Underdog. Right, Exodia. Freaking Exodia. You know, I kinda want to try running Exodia deck, but at the same time, I feel like that's such a hard deck to run. Cloak and Dagger. Continuous Trap. Declare one monster card name. If your opponent normal summons, special summons, or flips that monster face up, remove that monster and this card from play. This doesn't really seem that great in all retrospect. People still make Exodia decks. I believe ya. I mean, it's a lot easier to do Exodia. Like, if I were to try to do an Exodia deck in the games that I've been playing, I feel like I wouldn't be able to make them work. Because it's so hard to do in the games. Pulling the rug. Counter Trap. When the monster effect is activated, that activates when the monster is normal summon. Negate the activation if you do destroy that monster. Yeah, it's huge specific. And this is just not really that great. That's not really that great. This card is kind of crap too. Oh my god, it's Parsaf. Parsaf got an upgrade. Neo Parsaf. 2300, 2000, 7 stars, Light Fairy. Parsaf is back, guys! You can special summon this card from your hand by triggering one Air Knight Parsaf. Ah! If this card acts as a defense monster, Fairy Mirror Cross. If this card inflicts battle damage on your opponent, draw one card. While the Sanctuary in the sky is on the field, your life points is higher than your opponent. This card gains attack defense equal to the difference in life points? Bro! Oh my god! That is absolutely disgusting! is ridiculously disgusting. If you can pull... Here's the thing. How easy is it to pull off, though? Because you have to be able to get Air Knight Parsaf out, which is a one tribute on its own. And then you have to have this guy in your hand in order to do that. That's disgusting. I mean, I think you can also it says you can special summon. You don't need Air Knight. Here's the thing. You don't need Air Knight Parsaf. You can do 2 tributes for this guy. So you can still tribute for this guy, or, do like Monster Reborn. It's just you can special summon. You don't need Air Knight Parsaf. You can just have this guy. So you don't even need that. And if you have Sanctuary in the Sky and this guy out, then, yeah. So it's really just a 2-card combo. You don't need Air Knight Parsaf. That's still very scary. Better than Neo Geigelus, yeah. Mount Hiel, Sage the Sky. 1600, 1200 4-star Fairy Light. Each time a counter trap card is activated immediately after it solves game 1000 life points. And if the Sanctuary in the Sky is on the field, destroy 1 card your opponent controls. I mean, it's still a very solid fairy. It's a 1600 half fairy. Of course, you're not going to boost it because, Sanctuary in the Sky is out, and I don't think that gives a half boost of fairies, but, it's a good way of dealing with counter traps, I suppose. And 1600 isn't really anything to sneeze at. Harvest Angel of Wisdom. 1800 1000 4-star Fairy Light. Ooh. It turns off battle damage. Okay, never mind then. When this card is destroyed by battle center graveyard, you target 1 counter trap card in your graveyard, add it in your hand. Not really the most exciting effect, but it is an 1800 light fairy. That is very good. That is a very good. Even if the effect is kind of not great. Freya! Why is Freya a cheerleader? What have they done to you, Freya? What? If you hack defense monster... Ah, gotcha. 100, 100, 1-star Fairy Light. What did they do to you, Freya? While you control a fairy-type monster other than Freya, your opponent's monsters cannot target this card for attacks. All fairy-type monsters you control... Ew. Ew, okay. And if you get, multiple Freyas out... Dude, if you get 2 Freyas out, you just have a monster that can't die. Ew, 2 Freyas is dumb. I did. Oh, other than Freya. Okay, never mind. Other than Freya. Which is funny because I did read that the first time. Okay, 2 Freyas does not make it it's not that one fire Prominence Dragon or whatever. You know which one I'm talking about, right? The Fire Dragon, that if you have 2 of them out, you can't hack either one. Yeah, Solar Dragon. I couldn't remember the name of it. It's not like Solar Dragon. Which, thank God for that. Still, is this really good in a fairy deck if you have, Sanctuary in the Sky out? That's very good. Nova Summoner. Wow! Why is there so many secret rares? That is a lot of secret rares. Holy crap. 1400, 800, 4-star Light Fairy. When this card is destroyed by battle sent to graveyard, you can special summon 1 Light Fairy. What, 1500? Okay, so it's like B-Baller Angel. It's the B-Baller Angel. And if you have Sanctuary in the Sky out, you can just get Air Knight Parsaf instead. Oh. Scary? They're really trying to make you lean into Air Knight Parsaf. Yeah, you drunk us with the B-baller. Radiant Zero. 1,000, 2,000, 4-star Light Fairy. Not bad, 2,000 defend. When this card sent to graveyard, except if destroyed by battle, gain 1,000 life points. Not Gerald. Anything but Gerald. I didn't know the Witcher became this. The Witcher became a fairy! Oh no! Yugioh. What? What the hell is this? 1700 0 4-star Light Fairy. I know that's Geralt, but you see, me and everyone likes to call Geralt Gerald. Because of Nemi. Whenever Nemi says his name, it's always like Gerald. It never sounds like Geralt. So, you know, we just call him Gerald. Cannot be destroyed by battle. If you take any damage, destroy this face-up card. This card can be treated as 2 tributes for the tribute summon of a light monster. Interesting. But you can still take damage with this out. This is still a very good light fairy monster, really, if you're running anything that requires 2 tribute. Ages of Gaia. Why does that look like... It looks like, Baron. Is this just Baron? Guys, is this just Baron from, Oracle of Ages? This is just Baron, isn't it? You summon that off Angel, gun it in your card up? Yeah. Continuous trap. Gain 3,000 life points. If this card leaves the field, the controller of this card takes 3,000. There's card combos with this. You can use Barrel behind the door with this if you really wanted to. You're like, oh, I hate 3,000 damage. Barrel behind the door. You hate 3,000 damage. It's not really worth it, even with Barrel behind the door. So, that's that set. Got so many secret rares, though. Alright, so we're gonna move to the next set, which is Force of the Breaker. I know nothing about this. And this is probably gonna be the last set. Volcanic Rocket. 1900, 1400, 4-star Pyro. Wow, Pyro has a 1900 attack! When this card is summoned, you can add 1 Blaze Accelerator card from your deck or graveyard in your hand. 1900 Fire Pyro. Okay. Awesome. That's good. Fire has a 1900 attack. Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle. 300, 3-star Light Fairy. It's a decent... With this card special summon, you can special summon as many Crystal Beast monster cards as possible from your spell or air trap zone. What? If this face-up cards destroy a monster zone, you can place it face-up in your spell trap zone as a continuous spell instead of sending it to the graveyard. What? Interesting. Amethyst Cat. 1200, 400, 3-star Earth Beast. This card can act your opponent directly for when it uses this effect, any valid damage is half. If this face-up card is destroyed, so all of them have this effect of if they're destroyed in a monster zone, it goes to the spell trap card zone as a continuous spell. They can't act as monsters if they're spell trap zone, right? Like, you can't just attack with this guy while it's like a spell trap zone. Okay, I'll have to take a look at that. Emerald Hortus. 602,000, okay. Once per... Oh, it's 3-star Water Aqua. Once per turn, you can target one monster you control and attack this turn, exchange defense. Okay. Okay. I mean, so far, I'm not super impressed with him. Hopefast Hiker, 1600, 1000, 4-star Beast Earth. I mean, it'd be good for, like, elemental gets, at least. If this card attacks an opponent's monster, it gains 400 attack during the damage step only. Yeah, this would be good in an Earth deck or a Beast deck. Like, even if you're not running it in a Crystal Beast deck, this is good for, like, a regular Beast Earth deck. That's not bad. They don't play nice by themselves. Yeah. And for Mammoth. 1700, 1600, 4-star Beast Earth. When another Crystal Beast monster you control is arced for an attack, you can change the art in this card. I see. That's actually very scary. That's scary. Especially if you have something that can't kill this guy. Interesting. Cobalt Eagle. You're going to be a winged beast. Yeah, 1400, 800, 4-star winged beast. Once per turn, you can target one Crystal Beast card you control. Place that target on top of the deck. Okay. I'm assuming this will work if they're in the spell trap zone. Because you are technically controlled. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Sapphire Pegasus. 1800, 1200 Wind Beast more. That's pretty good. You use this for a wind deck. When this card is summoned, you can place one Crystal Beast monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up in your spell trap. Okay. Okay. I really need to see what the other crystal stuff is. Volcanic Doomfire. Oh my god, 3,000. 3,000, 1,800, 8 stars, Pyro Fire. You better do something interesting. Cannot be normal summon set. Must be special summon from your hand by second one Tri-Blaze Accelerator you control the graveyard. During your opponent's battle phase, all attack precision monsters your opponent controls that can attack must attack this card. Oh no! So you basically make them wipe their field. You basically force them to wipe their field. If this card destroys a monster with balance sensitive graveyard, destroy as many monsters your opponent controls as possible. And if you do, oh my god, dude, what? So basically, you get this guy out, and during your opponent's turn, they have to attack this guy no matter what. They have to attack this guy no matter what, even if they're not declaring an attack. That is so dumb. That is dumb. That is so dumb. I'll have to see what Tri-Blaze Accelerator's like. That is stupid. 100 0 1-star Pyro, okay. Once per turn, you can pay 500 life points, add one volcanic cell from your deck in your hand. This card must be in the graveyard to activate and resolve this effect. I'm not sure about this card. Volcanic Scattersot. 500 0 2 stars Pyro Fire. If this card is sent to the graveyard, inflict 500 damage on your opponent. If this card is sent to the graveyard, 500 Blaze Accelerator. If you send 2 of them from your hand and or get the graveyard, you destroy all monsters your opponent controls. Oh, it's a million. Okay, I gotcha. And it probably pairs with the other monsters that, you know, okay, I'm gonna, like, remove 2 fire monsters from a graveyard to special summon a monster, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I've seen where, yeah, it's not once per turn I saw that. Okay. So this would pair nicely with, like, a Gravity Bind deck. With the Hyper deck I ran, this would be very nice in that deck. This would probably, like, rechange how my Gravity Bind deck was, I feel. 1200, 600, 3 stars, Pyro Fire. When this card is destroyed by battle sent to the graveyard, you can place 1 volcanic monster from your deck on top of your deck. That's pretty cool. That's nice. Volcanic Slicer. 1800, 1200, 4-star Pyro Fire. Nice fire. Nice. Once per turn, you can inflict 500 damage to your opponent. If you activate this effect, this... Oh, dude! This is a Gravity Bind card right here. This is such a Gravity Bind card. You just summon this for like, 500 damage. 500 damage. 500 damage. This is like the Gravity Bind card. Volcanic Hammerer. 2400, 1500, 5 stars, Pyro Fire. Once per turn during your main phase, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the number of volcanic monsters in your graveyard times 200. Ya buy. Hey, ya buy. That is what you use that one monster for. Ya buy. Oh look, it's Captain Gold. 2100, 800, 4 stars. Light Warrior. Wow, 2100 attack. Guy. You can discard this card to graveyard, add 1 Skyscraper from your hand in your deck. Or from your deck in your hand. If Skyscraper is not face up on the field, destroy this card. I mean, if you have Skyscraper out, this guy's pretty scary. Not gonna lie. Gravekeeper's Calmigan. Give me just a second. I'm gonna double check, if Nimmy is, doing anything. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. Where is the Nimmy? I hit the wrong button. Where is the Nimmy? Give me just a second. I am looking for the Nimmy. I need to see if the Nimmy is doing anything today. I'm not seeing anything. She might not do anything today, honestly. I need to double check, after all. I do not see anything for Nimmy at the moment. You want to make sure this guy doesn't hit graveyard? Let me look now. 1600, 1500, 4 stars, Spellcaster. You can discard this card at graveyard. Add 1 Necro Valley from your deck to your hand. Oh god. Oh god. So here's the thing. It says discard this card at graveyard. It doesn't say from your hand or the field. So you can just do this from either which way, right? Be like, okay, this guy's on the field, I'm gonna no, you have to discard. No, you discard this card from your hand. You can't discard it from the field, dummy. Okay, that is pretty scary, yeah. Warrior of Atlantis. This is not the Gura I remember. 1900 1200 4-star Aqua Water. Hey, a 1900 water monster now. Nice. You can discard this card in the graveyard. Add 1 legendary Oza from your deck. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So we're using monsters now to get our key field cards. I applaud you. I applaud you. You're actually doing something cool with getting the unique spell. Destroy your Saurus. 1811. I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at this guy. 1800 1100 4-star Earth dinosaur, and this is how you get a Jurassic World. Okay. Okay. Saragius, Herald of Heaven. 2100 800 4-star Light Fairy. So this is like the E-Hero guy, the Gold Commandant guy. That is scary. 2100 to act is very scary. But this is a good way of getting Sanctuary in the Sky. Like, super good. Okay. Arc Speed General is going to be for Dark World, right? Pandemonium. So this is how you get Pandemonium. So it's the dark version of the other guy. I see Harpy Queen. That's also Warrior of Sarah? Interesting. So Harpy Queen. 1900 1200 4-star Winged Beast. Okay. It becomes a Harpy Lake, you wild in the field or at the graveyard. You can discard this card to get 1 Harpy's Hunting Ground. That's a very, this is a very good card overall. Very good. Very good. Hunting Grounds? Have we even seen the Hunting Grounds yet? What says that even in? What set is this even in? I feel like we've seen it before, so... All Winged Beast monsters gain Hunter active heads. If any Harpy Lady or Harpy Lady sister's normal express summon can play her conductively summon targets 1 spell trap. Okay. Yeah, I see where this could get real nasty real fast. Sky Scourge and Rye. 2400, 1500, 8 stars, very light. It cannot be normal summon a set. It cannot be summoned a set by removing 3 light fairy monsters and 1 dark fiend monsters in your graveyard for play. Interesting. Once per turn, you can remove from play 1 face-up monster off the field. If you activate this effect, this card cannot act during the turn. Yeah, I know it's for every Harpy, which is pretty disgusting. Here's the thing. What are the odds if you have a Dark Fiend and a Light Fairy deck? It sounds like something that's going to be kind of hard to actually use. And I'm assuming Sky Scourge is going to be the opposite. 1 Fairy, 3 Dark, yeah. I can pay 1,000 life points to send all cards off the field and if both players in the hand. Bro. What? Bro, what? That is disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. That is dumb. That is a dumb card. That's the nerf version of Demise. Okay, so 206 stars Fairy Earth. It requires you to, this card cannot be special summoned. If you tribute summon this card by tributing one of the following monster, it gets the appropriate effect. Tribute 1 light fairy and negates the effects of all spell cards. Very well. That's good. That's a very good effect. Give me just a second. If you tribute a Dark Fiend to summon it, it negates the effect of all trap cards. What is going on over here? Get over there. I don't want you over here. So, the Chaos Monsters, yeah. So this makes it so that... It makes it so that... Light Fairy or Dark Fiend, you'll be running this in one of those. I mean, if you're running Sanctuary in the Sky, you're going to be running Light Fairies. If you're running, like, a Fiend deck, they're going to be dark anyways. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is, but it doesn't really combo with anything. I mean, it's a fairy, so it combos with the Light Fairies, which, I mean, you might as well go with Light Fairy. Go-Go, the Gallant Ninja. Get handed to 1,000 4-star Warrior Win. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent must discard 2 random cards. Your opponent must have at least 5 cards in their hand where you at. Okay. Is that Goemon? It is Goemon. You're right, Goey. Goey is Goemon. We had the Yai earlier in the series. If you guys remember Yai. It made Yai very sexy for some reason. Now we have Goemon, who is not, you know, cartoonish. He counts for, well, I mean, he has ninja in the name. I bet Yai does, too. I don't know about this effect. I mean, if your opponent has 5 or more cards, I mean, that's great, but what are the odds of that really happening that often? Meiko, the Master of Barrier. 1706 subject 4-star light spellcaster. This is honestly a pretty good light monster, but you can tribute this card to just target 1 face up continuous spell trap off the field, destroy that target. This is honestly not a bad effect. I mean, if you're running a trying to nerf Delinquent Duo, yeah. So, this honestly isn't bad. In the light deck, this would be a solid, light monster to throw in, if you have nothing better. And if you're running into something like, you know, Gravity Bind, or Level Limit Area B, this guy can help you with that. So it's not bad. It's got good effect if you really need it. Ryzak, Storm Monarch. Here's another Monarch. 2400, 1000, 6-star win-win beast. It's a side deck, yeah. If this card does tribute summon, target 1 card off the field, place that card out the top of the deck. I mean... Yellow Lock? I guess that is true. If you get rid of stuff off the field, then, you know, you could just Yagarasu them to death. Because they're just doomed. Yeah. It feels a little bit underwhelming compared to other Monarchs, though. I'm gonna be real. Seismic Crasher. It does have specific uses, yeah. 1400, 300, 3-star Rock Earth. That's a rock? How is that a rock? That looks like a dude. Once per turn, you can summon 1 face-up continuous spell or trap you control a graveyard to inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Yeah, Earth and Water are definitely best. This card, I'm not really sold on. Because, yeah, this is Wink. I'm not really sold on this card. Like, you generally don't want to get rid of your spell or traps. You generally don't. So I'm not sold on this guy. I mean, it's twice per turn, but you know, like, if your opponent's gonna destroy a card, I mean, this is good if your opponent's gonna be like, I'm gonna destroy your gravity card. But like, okay, I'm gonna activate this effect and make you waste that card. You know. Otherwise, it's not really that great. Yeah, Cannon Soldier's better. Dweller at the depths. What am I looking at here? 1500, 700, 3-star Earth Dragon. What dragon? There's a dragon? It must be very far back. Gains 300 after each continuous spell in your spell trap zone. Yeah, but you can't be using, like, a whole bunch of continuous spells. Which, I mean, you know, you might be at this point, but, like, not sold on it. Magna Slash Dragon. 2400, 1200, 6-star Light Dragon. You can send one face-up continuous spell you control to the graveyard, destroy one spell, or trap your opponent control. I'm not sold on this gimmick. I'm not sold on this sucking or destroying continuous spell traps you control gimmick. It's such a, like, I know they're trying to make something interesting, but, like, it doesn't seem that great of a gimmick, in all honesty. I mean, this is still a pretty solid light dragon, though. Yeah, 2400 light, or 2400 dragon. And this is the same deal, it's just dark. And you use, you harken a monster instead of a spell trap. Soul of Fire. I feel like Nimi's not gonna scream today. Give me a second. Alright, Soul of Fire. Spell. Your opponent draws one card. Select one Pyro-type monster from your deck and remove it from play. Inflict damage and your opponent equal a half the active and removed monster. If you activate this card, you cannot declare an act. I mean, you know, that's still scary. You remove that 3000 active monster and it's like, here, hey, 1500 damage. That's very scary. That's actually very, very scary. It's like a better Tremendous Fire in that case. Yeah, 4500. That's very scary. Give me just a second. Crystal Beacon. Special summon one Crystal Beast monster from your deck. You must have 2 more Crystal Beast cards in your spell or trap zone. Okay. So this is how you get the Crystal Beast out quicker. Rare value. It is a normal spell. You control 2 more Crystal Beast cards in your spell trap zone. Your opponent chooses 1 Crystal Beast card in your spell trap zone. You send it to the graveyard, and if you do, you draw 2 cards. I mean, this is nice to get cards. That's not bad. Crystal Blessing. Normal spell. Target up 2 Crystal Beast monsters in your graveyard. Place some face up in your spell trap zone as continuous spells. Okay. Crystal Abundance. Send 4 Crystal Beast cards for your spell and trap zone in this graveyard. Select as many cards on the field as possible in the graveyard, and special summon as many Crystal Beast monsters as possible from your graveyard. Up the number of cards set from your opponent's field in the graveyard. Oh god. Okay. Okay, I see where Crystal Beasts start becoming a problem. I see where Crystal Beasts start becoming a problem. You just use this to wipe their entire field. You use this a wipe for a higher field now. It's a field wipe. Crystal Promise. Target 1 crystal card, beast card in your spell traps card zone. And special summon that monster. Okay. Lucky Iron Axe. Equip card. The equip monster gains 500 app. If the face-up card you control is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, is sent to the graveyard, draw 1 card. It's okay. Axe of Despair is still better. Tornado! Activate only when there are 3 or more cards in your opponent's spell trap zone. Destroy 1. So, we're doing Mystical Space Typhoon again, but with another requirement. What is with all the Mystical Space Typhoon clones? This is the second Mystical Space Typhoon clone. Are they trying? They're trying to nerf Mystical Space Typhoon. Oh, it got limited. Oh, okay. I see. Wildfire. Quick play. Pay 500 life points, destroy all Blaze Accelerator cards you control, and if you do, destroy as many monsters on field as possible. Then special summon 1 Wildfire token. Pyrofire, level 3, 1000 active defense and attack resistance. Your monsters cannot act turn you activate this card. Heavy Storm got banned. I mean, to be fair, a lot of the cards back then weren't done, like Heavy Storm, Harpy's Paraduster, etc., etc. This seems like, I'm not sure on this. I mean, it is destroy all monsters. I like how it says destroy as many monsters as possible. It's still limited to 1, right? Blaze Accelerator. So there's this card. It's a continuous card. You can target 1 monster your opponent controls. Sends 1 pyro monster with 5% or less attack from your hand to graveyard. And if you do, destroy that target. Your monsters cannot act turn you activate this. Okay, so this is why you use those guys. I see. Naruhugane. After coming off the ban list. So here's this Tri-Blaze Accelerator. It's a continuous spell card. Activate this card by sticking 1 face-up Blaze Accelerator you control in the graveyard. During your main phase, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls. Send 1 pyro monster from your hand to graveyard. And if you do, destroy that target. And if you do that, inflict 500 damage on your opponent. That doesn't really seem that useful. That doesn't seem that useful, really. Why would you use this over Blaze Accelerator? Field Barrier. Continuous spell. Field spells of the field cannot be destroyed. Now your player can activate a new spoon. Ooh. This is a nice card. This is honestly a pretty solid card for any deck. It's useless now, I can imagine, but like, back then, we're gonna keep this to like, when they first came out. I know nowadays, there's a lot of cards that are useless, but like, this is honestly a pretty solid card for the time, it seems like. Pretty solid. A-Cell Breathing Device. I see. Continuous spell. During each of your scale 5 phases, put 1. Yeah, nobody cares about that. Otherworld, the A-Zone. Field spell. If your opponent battles an alien monster you control, the opponent's monster loses 300 attack and defense during game. It's meh. Ancient City, Rainbow Ruin. That's a field spell. You must have this many Crystal Beast cards. Oh, this is a Crystal Beast. Okay. 1 card. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects. 2. Once per turn, including for your opponents. You can have about 2. 3. When a spell trap card is activated, you can send 1 Crystal Beast monster you control to the graveyard. Negate the activate. 4. Once per turn during your main phase, you can draw 1 card. 5. Once per turn during your main phase, target 1 Crystal Beast in your spell trap zone. Special summon that target. I would have to see these in action to see how dumb it really is. I would have to see this in action. But yeah, having the battle damage you take is pretty dumb. Trigger summon. Trap card. Activate only when a monster is special summoned in your opponent's cycle field. Each player can special summon 1 level 4 or lower monster. High Celtic Guardian and Battle Ox. Interesting that you're showing up again. Last Resort. Trap card. Activate only when your opponent's monster declares an act. You can select 1 agency Raven Ruins from your deck and activate it. If your opponent had an active field spell card when this card was activated, they can draw 1 card. Obnoxious. I love how they call him the obnoxious Celtic Guardian. Like why is he obnoxious now? Did he just get real salty or something? Does he just like make fun of you all the time? I know he's the retrained Celtic Guardian, but it's funny how they call him obnoxious. So this just lets you get a Rainbow Ruins for free. That's actually really dumb. Because, yep, I'm just gonna get Rainbow Ruins. You can't stop it. Crystal Raigeki? Oh no. Oh wait. Send 1 Crystal Beast card from your spell trap zone to the graveyard. Target 1 card your opponent destroys or controls. Destroy that. You know. Yeah, Raigeki, but Crystal. Volcanic Recharge. Return up to 3 volcanic monster cards from your graveyard to your deck. That's not bad, honestly. That's kind of pretty good if you're running a volcanic deck. Terrible deal. Is that Skull Serpent? Really, Skull Serpent? Activate only by paying 1,000 life points when your opponent activates a spell card. Your opponent discards 1 random card. Yikes! 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 So it's a nerfed delinquent duo. It's a nerfed delinquent duo, but you can have 3 of these. Yikes! That's scary. Breakthrough. Select 1 6 samurai monster you control. If a selected monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, Great Shogun Xian and all 6 samurai monsters you control can attack your opponent directly during the battle phase. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the hell, dude? That is absolutely disgusting. That is disgusting. That's the one. Oh yeah, Nimmy usually hates Saturdays off. I forgot about that. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow. You go back to the wall. Come on. You can do it. Diablos? Oh no. Side. Go. Do it! What the hell? Pay life points. You only have 100 left. Special summon as many samurai monsters with different names from your graveyard as possible. You cannot special summon a monster with the same name as a monster. Okay, so if you use this, if you use this with Breakthrough, and if you have a way of making it so that your opponent cannot do damage to you whatsoever, then you might be able to win just off of that. But you gotta make sure there's not like a magic cylinder or anything that's gonna kill you. That is such a risky card. Are you fucking kidding me with this card? Are you fucking kidding me with this card right now? Why? Why does this exist? Yeah, Giant Trunade, yeah. Introduction Gallantry. Activate only when your opponent has 5 or more cards in their hand. Your opponent discards 1 random card. I mean, it depends on the type of deck. Secrets of the Gallon. Select 1 normal monster you control. When the discard monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent discard, your opponent discards 2 random cards. I mean, this could be very dangerous. This is very dangerous, yeah. This is very dangerous. Especially if you got like 2 of these out. That's 4 cards your opponent loses. Alright, what the hell does this do? When an opponent monster declares an attack while they control 3 or more attack monsters. So it's just Mirror Force, but if they have 3 or more attack monsters. So it's a nerfed Mirror Force. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, you know, Mirror Force was literally everywhere. This is still pretty good, though, and it's unlimited. Hard selling Goblin. Alright, give me a second. I am gonna go check on the doggo, so give me a second. I have returned. Alright, give me just a second if you will. I am going to check in a couple things real quick. Let's see. Okay. Continuous trap. Each time a monster you control inflicts battle damage to your opponent, return one card in your opponent's spell trap card shown in its owner's hand. Ooh. That's kind of scary, actually. That's actually very scary. Hard selling zombie. Continuous trap. Oh god. Each time a monster you control inflicts battle damage and your opponent select one card from your opponent's grave. Oh, it's just okay. I mean, that's a way of nerfing monsters that require, you know, effects from graveyard. Yeah, you're likely to get hit by Silica Force first, yeah. Mass Hypnosis. Oh no, not the goblins. Activate only while you control an alien monster. Select and control up to 3 of your opponent's monsters that each have a counter. This card is destroyed during the end phase. Yeah, this card sucks. Jump Blast Energy. During each of your scale 5 phases, inflict damage on your opponent equal to the number of phases of continuous spit. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. 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 This is evil. This is real evil. Yeah, I know. I remember that. This is really evil. Oh, man. That's super evil. Firewall. When your opponent declares a correct act, you can banish one pyro monster in your graveyard and negate the act. Once per turn during your scale phase, pay 500 life points for this. So, it's kind of like a worse fairy box is what you're saying. It's like a worse fairy box. Alright, Diablos, what do you do? I was expecting Diablos to be a dragon. 2800 1000 separate star dark dragon. Cannot be special summoned. If you tribute summon this card, your tributes must be dark. Cannot be triggered if a card effects while face up on the field. Once per turn during your opponent's draw phase before their normal draw, look at how card their deck, and if you do, place that card either at the top or bottom of their deck. I mean, that's honestly a pretty scary effect. You can just look like, okay, you can have this card. Okay, you can have that card. Nah, you're not gonna get this card. Not bad, honestly. I do feel like, though, I do feel like the effect isn't terrible, but you could do something better with a huge tribute. Lich Lord. Oh no, we got more Underlord. Underworld. 2400, 1206 star zombie dark. Great for a dark deck, great for a zombie deck. If you tribute summon this card, the tribute must be dark. If this card is tributed by a card effect is sent to the graveyard, oh my god. That's pretty good, honestly. Yeah, you can get it off the Witch Black Forest. That's not bad. And you know, if you're running a zombie deck, it's gonna be so easy to get out with a zombie deck too. Prometheus, King of Saturn. 1200, 800, 4-star Dark Feet. You're the King of Sounds, but you're 1200. Okay. If this card's normal summon, banish one or more dark monsters from your graveyard. And if you do, this card gains 400 attack for each until the end of this turn. Okay. I mean, You use this guy when you think you can just smack your opponent in the face. But otherwise, it's not really that interesting. Missed art speed. Or, you know, make it so that he hacks life points directly. Is that a summoned skull? That looks like a summoned skull. Or maybe it's just Lord Raptor trying to be a summoned skull. 2400 0, 5 stars, Dark Fiend. Oh, it is summoned skull? Oh. You can normal summon this card without tributing. Once per turn, if this card was summoned this way, destroy this card, and if you do, take 1000 damage. I mean, I was gonna say, like, you just get him out there and just punch someone right in the face. That's pretty solid, honestly. Plague Wolf. Is this gonna be like Silver Fang? You know, assuming that, you know, the site stops being dumb. Hey, site! I clicked on the link, why are you not going? I know if when sometimes you click a link, and then it doesn't go to the next page. Like, why did you not go to the page? What the hell? Rainbow Dragon. 1000, 1003 star Dark Zombie. Once per turn, you can make this attack card's attack become double its original attack at the end of this turn. Once per turn during the end phase, if this effect was activated, destroy this card. I mean, this could be good for a zombie deck, honestly. It's not terrible for a zombie deck. Oh, it's a payoff for playing. I see. Recurring Nightmare. Target 2 dark monsters with 0 defense in your graveyard. Add those targets in your hand. I mean, that's pretty specific. Not gonna lie. That's very specific. Sword of Dark Rites. Equip only to a dark monster. It gains 400 attack. When the equipped monster is tributed, this card sent to the graveyard and return this card in your hand. Yeah, probably Dark World. This doesn't seem that great. I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't seem that great. If I'm to be honest. There's probably combos with it, but it doesn't seem that great. Eradicator Epidemic. Can we just upgrade Crush card? Tribute 1 dark monster with 2500 or more active to declare 1 hyper card, spell or trap. Look at your opponent's hand, all spell traps they control, and all cards they... This is Crush card, but for spell trap cards. Oh my god. They made the spell trap card version of Crush card. It's, yeah, you need 2500 or more attack and a dark monster. Okay, so that's that set. You know what, since Nimi is not going to be streaming today, I'm just going to keep going. Tactical Evolution. Is that a Cyber Dragon? Gemini Summoner? I was like, oh no, is it going to be like Gemini Elf? Oh, that's Rainbow. Oh. 1500 0 defense, 4 stars, water spellcaster. Once per turn during your opponent's end phase, you can pay 500 life points. Normal summon set 1 Gemini. Oh, Geminis are becoming a thing. From your hand or normal summon 1 face up Gemini monster you control. Huh? The first time this card would be destroyed for battle, each turn it is not destroyed. I mean, you can, yeah. Wait, I don't. Oh no, it's an alien shock trooper, guys. Wow, it's a 1900 reptile. I mean, that's not bad. 1900 attack Earth Reptile? That's okay for a normal monster. Volcanic Rat. Okay, summon second hunt. 500, 500. Okay. Volcanic Bay. We always knew that Bay was super hot, right? Renegade, Gatekeeper of Dark World. 100 defense. This is just a monkey, but like souped up. 2100 defense, 4 stars. No one can break through his incredible defenses. I think many things can break its defense. Hunter Dragon. 1700, 100, 3-star. Wow, 1700 3-star? That just goes right through Gravity Rocket, level limit area B. Yikes. That's scary. Yikes. That's actually scary. Bro, if you want it, you can make like a level limit area B or Gravity Rocket. That's offensive now. Bro. That's actually kinda cool. If you wanted to. Venom Cobra. 100 at 2000 defense, 4 stars, Earth Reptile. Okay, I mean, it's decent defense, but like, you have better defense stuff. Rainbow Dragon. That's a lot of hats. 4,000 attack. 0 defense, 10 stars, Light Dragon. 4,000 attack? This card is always treated as an ultimate crystal card. Cannot be normal summon set. Must be special summoned from your hand by having seven crystal beast cards with different names on your field and or graveyard. Okay. This card cannot activate the following effects that earn a special summon. Quick effect. You can send all crystal beast monsters you control to the graveyard. This card gains 1,000 after each monster sent to the graveyard. You can banish all crystal monsters from your graveyard, shuffle all cards on the field into the deck. That's absolutely disgusting. That's so disgusting. Chrysalis Pantheon. 800, 300, 2 stars, Dark Beast. Is that a cat? You can tribute this card while Neo Space is off the field to special summon one. Oh. It's a panther. Yeah, I can see why you hate Crystal Beast. So they're trying to do stuff with the Neo-Spacian skill. And they still suck. Chicky. Yeah, 600, 400. This is how you get Air Hummingbird. Yuck. Penny. This is for, Glow Moss, Low Attack, Larva. This is to get Glare Scarab. Mole. I guess it's to get the, Grand Mole. Yeah, they suck. Necro Gardener. Oh my god. Wait. I was gonna say, is that Big Seal Gardener? Did Big Seal Gardener become undead? 600, 1300, 3 stars, Dark Warrior. The main character, Gia, switched to Neo-Spacians. It was honestly a downgrade. During your opponent's turn, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Negate the next active turn on a monster your opponent controls. Okay. I mean... Really? Venom Minaga, the deity of poisonous snakes. It's a snake lady. 0 attack defense, 10 stars, Dark Reptile. Okay, so it must be special summon with Rise of a Snake Deity or by its own effect. Gains 500 after each. Oh god. 500 after each reptile monster in your graveyard. Now your player can target this card with card effects, also is unaffected by other cards with their effects. When this card is destroyed by battle or sent to the graveyard, you can banish one other reptile monster from your graveyard to special summon this card. When this card flips battle damage to your opponent, place one Hyper Venom counter on it. What the fuck? What? Why don't you use something like Sinister Serpent? I mean, Sinister Serpent just escaped Graveyard, though. I mean, that's still kind of disgusting, but, like, yeah. It can't keep monsters long. I see. Venom Minion, the king of poisonous snake. Okay, 008 star dark reptile. Cannot be special summoned by another if that monster's effect. Unaffected by Venom Swamp. Gain 500 after each reptile monster in your graveyard. When this card is destroyed by battle sent to the graveyard, you can. Okay. I mean, why use this guy when, you know, you can use the Queen? Venom Snake. Not to be confused with Solidus, or Liquid Snake. 1200 600 3-star Earth Reptile. Once per turn, you can place one Venom counter on one monster your opponent controls. If you activate this card, this effect, this card cannot. Okay, so there's something to do with Venom counters. Probably with Venom Swamp. Venom Boa. 1600, 1200 got you is a 1 tribute. Earth Reptile. Once per turn, you can place 2 Venom counters on one monster your opponent controls. If you do this, it cannot act. Okay. Venom Serpent. 1800. This lets you put a Venom counter on one monster once per turn. Yeah, I'm seeing the issue. They're all weak. They're all super weak. Oh look, it's another E-hero. Is there gonna be an E-hero every single set now? It's a Gemini. 1900 1300 4-star Light Warrior Gemini. It's treated as a normal monster while face up on the field or in the graveyard. While this card is a normal monster on the field, you can normal summon it and have it become an effect monster with this effect. This card's name becomes... Oh, it makes it become Neos. This makes it become Neos. I see. Yeah, the main character, yeah, I remember. Chifonian Emperor Dragon. Okay. 2400, 1500, 6-star Fire Dragon Gemini. This card is treated as a normal monster. Oh, so Geminis are both effect and normal monsters at the same time. I see. You can normal summon it, have it treat it as an effect monster. Wait. Huh? So in other words, if it's already on the field, you can be like, okay, I normal summon this. It got takes care of your normal summon during the main phase. Is that right? If so, I see what... Yeah, that's a problem. That doesn't really work very well in this game. I mean, being able to act twice during the same turn is pretty good. But, like, yeah, that just makes it so you can't get more monsters out. Aquarian Alessa. Okay. 105, 4 stars, Water Aqua Gemini. Okay, so what do? When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, they discard one random card. I mean, that would be good if it wasn't, you know, a Gemini effect. Lucky Piper. Okay, you're the wind person. And when you destroy an opponent's monster by battle, it's subject to graveyard, you draw 1 card. Okay. Grass Chopper. 2351,000 5 stars Earth Insect. This card can attack all monsters you own. I'm gonna be real. This probably would be good in an insect deck. Poor reptiles. This would be good in an insect deck, honestly. Like, if you were to, like, special summon this, and then, you know, make it be a normal summon that turn, that's honestly pretty scary. Especially an insect deck. That's, like, if you use them in a proper deck and not just like a Gemini deck, it sounds like they'd be pretty decent. Goggle Golem. 1500, 500, okay. The original activist card becomes 2100. Yikes. That's actually kind of scary. Yeah, Pintalker, yeah. This sounds like it could be scary. 2100 to act. That's just a 600 to act boost right there. I mean, you got better monsters you could be doing though, so you don't really need that guy. Yeah, Dog Break another Gargana. Okay, so 3 stars. Hey, this Gargana is like the other Gargana, like Big Seal Gargana. This guy kinda sucks though. He's awful. Whoops, I double clicked. Doom Summon. 2400, 2006 stars, Dark Spellcast. Once per turn, you can special summon 1 fiend type monster. Oh. From your hand or from your graveyard. When this card leaves the field, destroy all fiend types monsters. Oh my. Oh my. That's not bad at all. That's kinda good. King Pyron. King Pyron. It's Pyron, guys. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's literally just Pyron, dude. Like, that's literally just Pyron. Like, what else can it be? It's literally, it's Pyron! Okay, 1500, 500, 5 stars, Pyro Fire, Gemini. Once per turn you... Oh my god. Dude, this would be heinous in the volcanic deck, or a burn deck in general. Dude, you don't need, like, some of the other cards with this guy around. I mean, it is 1 tribute, but like 1,000 per turn is kind of disgusting. Shadow Delver. 1500, 500, 4 stars, Dark Fiend, Gemini. Yeah. Once per turn, you can select 1 face-up level 4 lower dark monster you control. You can act your... Oh my god. Dude, you throw this in a dark deck, and that's disgusting. Guys, Force Rager. You use this with Force Rager. Oh, 1900 act Force Rager hitting you in the face. That's disgusting. Or say you use that spell card that reduces a monster's level by like 2. You know which card I'm talking about? It was like a Hades card or something. Yeah, it's giving the attributes a general more generic support, which is really good. Flintlock. 1500, 800, 4 stars, Light Machine. Once per turn, you can target 1 flint and a spell trap zone equipped with this card. Okay, doing the nose sub type. During your main phase, You can target one flint equipped with this card and one base-up monster on the field except this card. Equip that flint to target a monster. Okay, it can only be equipped with one flint. While equipped with flint, this card is unaffected by the effect of flint and cannot be destroyed by bow. What? What? That's a lot of wording. Grab an orb. Oh, we're doing this again? Okay, we're doing this again where it doesn't wanna... there we go. 1100, 700, 3 stars, Dark Beam. Flip! Change the battle persistence of all basic monster your opponent controls. Can't be destroyed for battle axe. Okay, gotcha. That's actually pretty solid. This card kinda sucks, honestly. I'm not really feeling this card. Phantom Cricket. 301,000, 2 stars. Earth Insect. Flip. Return one face down monster from field off its owner's deck. Meh. Not really that great, I feel. Crystal Seer. 100, 1 star water spellcaster. Flip. Excavate, or I don't know why they don't say discard. The top 2 cards of the deck. And add one of them to your hand. Place the other one on the bottom of your deck. Okay? That could be kinda useful. Kinda. I guess. I guess. Oh no, Neo Space Pathfinder. Yeah, draw 2, put 1 back. And now we wait for the site. Here we go. 1800, 800, 4 star light monster. Light monster. Light warrior. You can discard this card in the graveyard, add 1 Neo Space from your deck or graveyard in your hand. I mean, to be fair, it's still an 1800 warrior. It's not terrible. But, you got better warriors at this part. Frost and Flame Dragon. I'm looking at this and it reminds me of the Time Eater guy, or whatever it was called from Dragon Quest XI. You remember, you know what I'm talking about? That stupid boss from Dragon Quest XI? 2300, 2006 stars, Water Dragon. Cannot be normal summon set. Must be special summon from your hand by banishing 1 fire and 2 water from your graveyard. Creepy and Weepy. It is Creepy and Weepy. Wait, Creepy and Weepy? Creepy and Weepy? Creepy and Weepy? Oh! I was like, I was like, man, that sounds so familiar to me. I was like, Creepy and Weepy? Once per turn, you discard 1 card and target 1 monster off the field. I mean, you have to run a fire and water deck, which, Desert Whisker. 2300, 2000, 6 stars, Wind the Fiend. He looks badass. Cannot be normal, so you do the same thing. It's kind of the same thing. 2 win, 1 earth. Once per turn, you discard 1 card and target 1 spell, trap, or field to destroy it. FHGD. FHGD. I don't remember who that is. 5-headed God Dragon? This guy, I don't even know when you would... Yeah, I don't even know when you would run this guy. Ritual Raven. What the hell? That's not a raven! 300, 1 star Dark Fiend. If you ritual summon exactly one dark ritual monster with a card effect that requires use of monster, this card can be used as the higher requirement. A retrained 5-headed dragon. This card is god bad. Razor Lizard. 303 Star Earth Reptile. While you control another reptile type monster, if this card activates down defense, destroy the monster immediately with this card's effect without flipping it face up or applying battle damage. Raven is used for demise spam. This card's not bad for a reptile deck. It's kind of like Sasuke Samurai. Light Effigy. 1500 zero defense 4-star Light Fairy. If you tribute summon a light normal monster, you can treat this one monster as 2 tribute. Okay, so this is one of those things, and Dark Effigy is going to be the same thing but with Dark. Why does this remind me of Zelda? Or, you know, it reminds me of Bayonetta, too. Zombie Master. Cube. I mean, I can't tell what the, you know, 1800 0-star 4 or at 0 defense 4 stars Dark Zombie. Once per turn, you can send one monster from your hand to the graveyard. Then target one level 4 lower zombie monster at your graveyard. Special summon that target. Now, this monster must be face up on the field to activate and resolve this effect. They do have a gallery. What do you actually look like? See, guys? Yeah, I don't know why I could use the War Star. This is kind of scary, not gonna lie. Because you can just discard the monster from your hand and then, you know, summon the monster you just discarded. And then, you know, a whole bunch of things are gonna just activate off that. That's scary. Oh look, it's a marine dolphin. It's also treated as Neo-Spacian Aqua Dolphin. You need nets, okay? Once per turn, you can discard one card and look at your opponent's hand and select one monster card in it. If you control a monster with an add greater than or equal to the selected monster, destroy the selected monster and... Okay. I mean... Okay. It's too gimmicky and he's too weak. 900 attack is awful. E-Hero, Marine Neos. Need Neos and Marine Dolphin. 2800, 2300, 8-star Water Monster. Or Water Warrior. It needs to be special summoned by add them to your deck. Once per turn, you can destroy one random card in your opponent's hand. I mean, that's actually kind of good. But you also gotta run, you know, a gimmicky deck. Like, you gotta run a gimmicky deck. Dark Bright. Sparkman and Necrosay, okay? Must be Fusion Summon. 2000, 1000, 6 stars Dark Warrior. It does carry Meteor Crush. If it acts, change its defense at the end of the game and stuff. If this card is destroyed, target one monster your opponent controls. Destroy that target. I don't feel the E-Heroes do. E-Heroes are just bad to me. They're just bad. Magma Neos. 3,000, 2,509 stars. Fire Warrior. It needs Neos, Flare, Scarab, and Grand Mole. Okay. This card gains 400 after each card on the field. Once per turn during the end phase, shuffle this card, it goes back to the extra deck. If this card is shuffled in the extra deck, this way, return all cards off the field to hand. That's kind of evil. If you use that on your opponent's end phase. Yeah, use it on your opponent's end phase, and they're kind of just screwed. you're just super screwed. That's actually very strong. Oyama Knight! Here's who's specific, yeah. 0 at 25 defense, 2500 defense, 5-star, light beast. It's a fusion of 2 Oyama monsters. Choose up 2 of your opponent's unused. Oh, it's ground collapse, but as a monster. It's ground collapse, but as a monster. Yikes! That's actually very scary. 5th Hope. Target 5 elemental hero cards in your graveyard. Self-summon if you have to draw 2 cards, or draw 3 cards instead. You can have no other cards on your field and in your hand when you activate this. It's just seems like they're trying to make E-Heroes a big thing, but like, E-Heroes are so bad. Like, they're literally terrible to me. Reverse of Neos. Quick Play. Activate only when a face-up Neo spews a monster you control is destroyed. Special summon 1 Neos from your deck in an attack position. It gains 1,000 attack and is destroyed during the end phase of this turn. I mean, it still seems bad. Like, it still seems super bad. Yeah, they're too weak. E-Heroes are too weak by default. Convert Contact. Is that Sword Stalker? Is that motherfucking Sword Stalker right there? Haven't seen you in forever. Normal. If you control no monsters, set 2. Oh, it's for Force Rager. I didn't even realize Force Rager was there. This card's awful. No. Cocoon Party. Oh. Oh wait, this is. Oh wait. This is a terrible card. Don't use this card. Just don't. Next is a normal spell. Awful, don't bother. Cocoon Rebirth. You contribute 1 face-up Chrysalis monster you control is for someone Neo-Spacian monster. I mean, that's nice, but like, why are you using Neo-Spacian? Venom Swamp. Field. During each player's end phase, place 1 Venom counting on each face-up monster except Venom monsters. Monsters lose 5% after each Venom counter on them. Destroy a monster if it attack becomes 0. Oh. I see why this is so bad. This is real garbage. This is really garbage. Snake Rain. Discard 1 card. Send 4 reptiles from your deck to the graveyard. Oh. I mean, meh. Venom suck. Activate only when you control a face-up Venom monster, or the king, or the queen. Send 1 reptile-type monster from your deck to the graveyard. Place 2 Venom counters on 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Awful. Cyber Dark Impact. You should summon 1 Cyber Dark Dragon. Oh god. By summoning 1 each of Cyber Dark Heart, Horn, Cyber Dark Edge, and Cyber Dark. I don't know how good this is. Yeah. Flint Missile. Destroying 1 monster equipped with Flint. You can return this card and your deck is going to second it to graveyard after resolve. Meh? Meh? Double summon. You can conduct 2 normal summon sets this turn, not just 1. Okay. That's honestly pretty interesting. Summoner's Art. Oh, we're getting back to the really big sets again, it looks like. Add one multiply for higher normal monster from your deck in your hand. Not bad. Not bad at all, honestly. That seems like it could be of use. I mean, the other issue, though, is by this point in the game, you have so many ways of summoning stuff. You probably don't really need this. You have so many ways of just getting stuff in your hand. Yeah, well, it's not happening with Neo's. Creature Caesar. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go check out Doggos. Alright, I am back. Give me just a second, if you will. Alright, Creature Caesar. Each player gives their opponent control of one of their monsters. Controller's choice. You must choose to face up normal monster. I mean... Is Creature Swap, but worse? Galax Pike. Equip card. The equip monster gains 900 after each card. For each card in either graveyard that has the same name, it does. Nani? I'm not exactly sure how this works. So for each card in either grave, so there's like... Yeah, it's a very weird card. Symbols of Duty. So Dog Tags. Equip. Send one normal monster you control the graveyard. Target one monster in either player's graveyard. Special summon it, and if you equip this card to it. When this card leaves the field, destroy the equipped monster. That is actually kind of scary. It's like a premature burial without paying life points. That's actually kind of scary. Especially if you're running a normal monster deck. Yeah, premature but more annoying. Amulet of Ambition. Equip only a normal monster. If it battles a monster with a higher level, the equipped monster gains 500 times the difference in levels during that damage calculation only. When this card is sent to the graveyard, you can place it off of your deck. Okay. This is very scary. This makes normal monsters very scary. Especially if you're using, like, 1 stars. Of course, the problem is, you're using 1 stars or 2 stars. But here's the thing, if you're using 1, 2, 3 stars, you're probably running Gravity Bag or Level Limit Area B anyways. So, you know, this could be very good for that. Also, wasn't there like a wasn't there a 3-star, 1700 attack monster? I think it had an effect, though. Broken bamboo sword. What? Huh? What? I was about ready to say, I'm like, what? It must be like broken bamboo sword, etc., etc. You probably upgrade. Mirror gate. Trap card. When an opponent's monster declares an attack targeting a face-up E-hero you control, switch control the opponent's attacking monster with the hard-hit monster you control to calculate gao damage. Control of both monsters switches back during the end phase. Meh. E-hero stuff. Hero counterattack. Like, seriously, it's just like, a lot of these cards seem bad, really. When an E-hero monster you control is destroyed by battle, your opponent chooses one random card from your hand. Then, if it's an E-hero monster, you destroy one monster your opponent controls. And if you do, special summon the chosen monster. I mean, it requires you to run E-hero, which, you know. Cocoon fail. Activate by, this turn any damage in a play caused by an effect becomes 0. No, ignore that card. Snake Whistle. Yeah, bad Wapaku. Activate only when a reptile monster you control is destroyed. Special summon one level 4 and lower reptile type monster from your deck. This is pretty decent for a reptile deck. Like, you don't need it for a Venom deck, but this is decent for a reptile deck. Damage equal reptile. Once per turn, when you take damage from a battle involving a reptile monster, you can special summon one reptile monster from your deck with an act less than or equal to damage you took. Yeah, just play dinos. This just seems not that great. Snake Deity's command. This guy's like having a bad day. Activate by showing your opponent one Venom monster in your hand. Negate the activation of effective opponent's spell card and destroy it. So it's Magic Jammer, but only for Venoms? Yuck. Rise of the Snake Deity. When a face-up King of Poisonous, you have to use him in order to get that. Okay. You have to use the King in order to get the Deity out. Okay, that's why she sucks so bad. Because the King sucks. Ambush Fang. Activate only when a face-up Venom monster you control is declared as an attack target. Negate the attack at end of battle phase. Can place one Venom counter on the monster that attack. Boom! Venom Burn. Select one monster with Venom counter. Remove all Venom counters from that card and inflict 700 damage to your opponent for each Venom counter removed. Boom! Common Charity. Hey, I recognize this guy. This guy is from, the Underdog card. It's that guy. Draw 2 cards to banish one normal monster from your hand. Or, if you do not have any in your hand, send your higher hand to the graveyard. Is Joey with his hair down? Joey with his hair down. Joey always has his hair down, though. Joey always has his hair down. Destructive Draw. If either player has no cards in the hand at the start of their draw phase, they can draw one more card in addition to normal draw. This card's controller loses 700 life points during their end phase. If less than 700 becomes 0 instead. When this basic card is removed from the field, inflict 3,000 damage. Dude, this card sucks. This is a bad card. Shield Spear. Target one basic monster on the field. It gains 400 attack. This is a bad card. Bad. Strike Slash. When the monster you control declares an attack until the end phase, that monster gains 700 attack. Also, if it acts a defense monster, Fairy Meteor Crush. I don't know if that's really worth using, honestly. Spell. Okay, these are gonna be the same. Discard one card, exchange this card, and a spell card you activated. Whenever that spell card is sent to the graveyard, return it to its hand. Ooh. I mean, that's interesting. This is gonna be the same. Yeah, it's gonna be for a trap card. Gift card. Gift card. Gift card. Gift card. What, gift card? Assuming you know the website actually works? Website, please. Website, please. Website, please! I'm begging you! Thank you. Your opponent gains 3,000 life points. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I see how this works with bad reaction and emoji. Jesus Christ, dude. That's evil. A gift of greed. Your opponent draws 2 cards. Interesting. Counter, counter. Counter, counter. Negate the activation of a counter trap card destroyed. Counter, counter. It's here, everyone. Counter, counter has arrived. I counter your counter with counter, counter. Ocean's Keeper. He knows 1200 3-star water fish. It looks like a very sad fish. It had to be a ride. During battle between this attacking card and a defense monster whose defense is lower than the attack of this card, inflict the difference as battle damage. Okay. When this card is destroyed by battle, and 1,000 ice jellyfish and 1 cranium fish from your deck in your hand. Argus, is that you? Guys, I think it's Argus. 300 at 2100 defense, 5 stars, water fish. This card cannot be normal summon set. This card cannot be special summon except by sure anyone Ocean's Keeper. Your opponent must play with a hand revealed. And one boss from Demon's Crest. I was thinking it was Argus from Link to the Past, you know. Cranium Fish. I might call it after this set skunk because my voice is starting to die. And we give 3 sets too, so. This has been interesting to see the cards again, especially after having done all of the games I have. So I don't know, I might do this next week too, or I might do a Void Gets, just so I can get a Final Fantasy collection out of the way, so I can, you know, do the sorts I want to do. 2400, 1000, 6 stars, water fish. You can special summon this card by triggering 1 Ocean's Keeper. You can discard 1 more water monster in the graveyard to destroy 1 face down card. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's pretty solid for a water monster. Abyssal King Star. 1700, 600, 4 stars, water fish. Once per turn, if this card would be destroyed by an effect that does not target it, it is not destroyed. So, like... What? Like, Raigeki? Something like Raigeki or like Dark Hole, it wouldn't destroy it that turn once. Mormalith. What is this cursed creature? 1,904-star Earth Rock. You contribute one face-up Earth monster to destroy all face-up monsters with guns equal to or less than the act of a trigger hit card. I mean... Really? That doesn't really seem that great, in all honesty. I mean, it's a good, panic card, but like, Fossil Husker. That is terrifying. That reminds me of the, guy from, Ocarina of Time. 1800 0 stars, 4 stars, or 1800 0, 4 stars, Earth Rock. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, sends it to the graveyard, inflict 400 damage to your opponent. It's okay. It's an 1800 Rock Earth, so that's not bad. That's okay. Phantom Dragonfly Bronto. 1500 1000 Fist Water Gemini. Okay, so it has the usual Gemini stuff. The original Activist card becomes 2300. This card actually has changed the defense. So it becomes basically Goblin Half-Force. It's a worse Goblin Half-Force. No thank you, pass. How do you pronounce that name? How do you pronounce that name? Oh, I was confused. I'm like, how you pronounce this? Illblood. 2100, 800, 6 stars. Dark Salty Gemini. Once per turn, you can special one salty monster from your hand or out your graveyard. But if this card leaves field, okay, so it's not really that useful, I feel. And Blaze Wing Butterfly, which is a Gemini. 1500 4 stars, Fire Insect. You can contribute this card to target one Gemini monster in your graveyard. Meh. Awful. So that's 3 sets right there. We're almost done with Series 5. We got a long ways to go, guys. A long ways. So we did Strike of Neos, Force of the Breaker, and Tactical Evolution. We got a long ways to go if we're going to finish this off. This Zatsudan is never going to end, dude. I'm never going to be done with Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever. This is just something that can last like 2-3 years on its own. Alright, we're gonna call it there for today. So, I'm gonna jump over here. Over here I go. So, tomorrow, I'm probably not gonna be streaming because it is my mom's birthday. We're gonna be doing a celebration tomorrow. Which also means I'm probably not gonna stream because I'm probably gonna come back home and watch Nemi. So, probably no stream tomorrow. Meaning, 100 Black Market will happen next week. Now, with that said, I will be setting up a new schedule. It's going to be pretty similar to this, but I'm going to be setting that up tonight. Other than that, that's it. We're done. We are done. Shut up with the music. We don't need any more music. Alright, let's see. Is anyone streaming before I end? B2 is doing Silk Song. Of course she is. Of course she is. Southwest not doing anything right now. Apparently Maximilian Duke is, streaming. Mint is streaming Snake, or Metal Gear Solid Gel, huh? Give me just a second. Anyone else streaming at the moment? I'm not really seeing anyone else. Let's go over here. Liz is apparently doing some unarchived karaoke at the moment. I don't know how much longer she's gonna be going. Pio's gonna be doing... Yeah, Pio's gonna be doing a Chronos New Dawn at midnight. Goki's gonna be doing a Goki Jam at 8 p.m. I'm not seeing anyone else at the current time. I'll be surprised if Bay or Iris streams. They might. They honestly might. If I'm to be honest. There might be a little game with Callie on 12. Because it's a 5-year anniversary for Callie. Congratulations to Callie for being around for 5 years. Long time being around, not gonna lie. That's really it. Nobody else is really streaming. So we're gonna call it there for today. I might stream tonight. I might do some Yu-Gi-Oh! Tonight, assuming that Iris or Bay are not streaming. So we will see. So until then, everyone, I will say, I will catch you on the flip side of the coin. You all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, night. I totally didn't steal that from someone else. It totally didn't get engraved in my brain. Totally not. And I will catch you all whenever I catch you. You all have a great day.